Hey folks, Arizona guy here. It's April 20th, 2022. Biden-Harris America. So in Phoenix, Arizona today, it's about 83 degrees. It is very nice. It's a little breezy. So, out in the world today, you see where the airlines are getting rid of Joe Biden's mask mandate. It should be a choice whether you want to wear a mask while flying or not. They should not be able to mandate your freedom like that. If you want to wear a mask anywhere, it should be a choice. But anyway, I want to talk about something a little different today. How many of you have been watching the David Paulides 411 missing person series? I'll tell you what, man, that guy does a lot of investigative work, puts a lot of his time and effort into researching these missing persons cases, and a lot of them are around national parks. It's really weird how people just come up missing. You know, two people are walking in the woods. They're talking back and forth. One person steps away for a few minutes, and they're just gone. Like, I think it was New Mexico. There was an older couple out looking for, like, mushrooms, and the man said, you know, hey, I'm going to go over here. And the woman said, well, I'll be over here. So they separate, not by that big of a distance, you know, maybe 50, 60 yards, something to that effect. And the husband goes to look for the wife, and she's just gone. And then sometimes they find these people. Sometimes they never find them. Or sometimes years later they find the remains or something, you know. It's just really, really weird. Anyway, I get really interested when I'm watching David Paulides. He's got a series on YouTube now, you know, Missing 411, or he's done a couple of documentary movies. The guy's just really interesting. There was a case out of Michigan, I think it was in the 60s, where I can't remember the name of the Air Force base in northern Michigan. They had spotted some type of a UFO on radar, and Kinchlow Air Force Base, I think it is. Anyway, they sent a Scorpion fighter jet up to look for this so-called UFO, and they have the UFO and they have the fighter jet both on radar, and the two get together. There's no crash or anything like that. The two kind of get together, and both of them just disappear. They have never ever found that Scorpion jet that belonged to the Air Force. Never found any wreckage, nothing. I mean, David Paulides talks about a lot of interesting missing persons stories. And I've always been, interested in the Bigfoot phenomenon. But other people talk about seeing this transparent thing. Like you can almost see actually through it. And it just kind of moves through the woods, kind of like the Alien and Predator thing in the movies. And then, people see it, and it is moving through the trees or moving through the woods, and then all of a sudden it just blinks out and it disappears. And people talk about hearing, weird sounds. One guy was camping by Yosemite National Park, like at 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, and he hears what sounds like a woman screaming very close to his camp. And he goes out there with a flashlight, he looks around, nothing. So I don't know, man, there's just weird things happening all across, and I don't want to say just the United States, it's the United States and the world. These weird missing persons cases are not just happening in the United States or Canada, they're happening across the world. So if you get a chance, look up David Paulides, watch his videos on YouTube, or watch his documentaries. I think one of them at least is on the Discovery Channel, I believe. Missing 411, The Hunted, I think. You can probably find on Amazon. He's written a lot of books on the missing 411. It's just really crazy, folks, how people can just disappear. And what's really weird, so there'll be a really mountainous area or something like that, and people are found mostly without their shoes. I mean, these people are taking their shoes off for some reason. Is something or someone making them remove their shoes? I mean, nobody would take their shoes off in a rocky, mountainous area to walk on gravel or sharp rocks. Nobody does this. They found hunters that have been lost for 6-8 months. They find their bodies and they've taken their shoes off. They find their shoes 500-600 feet, maybe a mile away. Why would hunters take off their shoes or their boots in the middle of a woods or a mountainous area? The whole thing just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, folks, I just wanted to give you that. See if you guys are interested in that sort of thing. I've been trying to watch all of his videos because I find it very interesting that a group of people can be together. One gets separated from the crowd or from the group and turns into a missing person. And some of these people turn up alive. Only one guy was missing in the state of New York, and 2 months later he's found in California. He just sort of came to, he didn't feel right, went to the authorities, he had his identification, he was really groggy and was wearing the same clothes and the same jacket and everything that he had on when he came up missing, but he was found in California somewhere, and had a brand new iPhone. Doesn't even know how he got the iPhone. So it's just really bizarre, folks. It's just really weird. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Remember, please subscribe. Leave a comment. Give the video a like. Alright, folks. Have a wonderful day. Arizona Guy. Out.